Hi everyone, now let's look at another LeetCode problem. This is problem 100. Same tree. Okay, so given the roots of two binary tree P and Q, P and Q, write a function to check if they are the same or not. Two binary trees are considered the same if they are structurally identical and the nodes have the same value. Alright, so let me read it. The problem description. And here we are given two binary trees. So we have P and Q, and we need to write a function to check whether they are the same structurally, and the value. Okay. Now let's look at some of the examples there. Examples 1. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then the Q, we have 1, 2, 3, which is the same, so this is true. Now the second examples, we have 1, 2, and 1, 2. This is false because the value are the same, but structurally they are different. Third examples, we have 1, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2. This is also false because the values are different. The child nodes have different values here. Okay, so I think I understand the problem now. I would like to ask a few clarifying questions. May I know if P and Q are valid, i.e. they are a binary tree. So here we are given that the number of nodes in both trees are 0 to 100. Alright, I think I got the problem now. Let me try to explore some possible approaches. Okay, this question is pretty straightforward. What we could do is we check whether the current node have the same value. If so, then we proceed with checking the child node. So I think in here I imagine that I'm thinking that it will be easier to do it recursively because I would just employ the same function for checking all the children. Here's first step is we could check P equals Q, and if so, if it is true, then we return left and right. If it is not, then we return false. Okay, so I think with this pretty straightforward implementation, but here I would like to create. I would note there are some edge cases that we need to check. First one is there is only one node. So true. And 1 0, this is false. Then how about the a node only in one of the three? So 1 and empty. This is also false. And how about both of them are empty? This should be, I assume this is true. Does it sound reasonable to you? Assume. Gonna say yes, because they are structurally the same and value they are the same. Okay. I think I am pretty good about this approach. May I start coding unless if there are no further optimization that you would like me to explore. So yeah, I'm gonna try to implement this. So let's see what we given here. So we have is sim3 pq. Alright, so what you're gonna do is you check if not p or not q, then we return false. So we could do it in the same line. Right, I think we don't need to use an if here because we could just directly return. So okay, let me think of it for a second. Okay, let's do it in one line and see if it works. So we return not p. Actually, let me just use an if here for simplicity. So if it is not p and not q, return true. So this is the case where both of them are empty. And how about if one of them is empty? So elif not p or not q. Now this would be false because if the first if is not satisfied, then there is at least one of them with value. Okay, so here this is 0, 0. So this is satisfied here. Okay. So now what we need to handle is 1, 0, 0, 1. If P is a Q, okay, now in the end, this would be both of them are of value. So we need to return at the end whether the P dot val equals Q dot val. And is same 3 P dot right and Q dot right. n is same tree p dot left q dot left. Alright, so let me go through the code again to make sure I don't miss anything. In the first loop, I'm gonna check if they are both empty. They are both not a tree node. So in that case, they are the same. I'm gonna return true. Otherwise, if one of them is not a tree, then I'm gonna return false. Is it? Wait, why is it true? Okay, this should be false. Oh, sorry, I look at the wrong one. So if one of them is not a tree, then I return false correctly. In the end, I'm gonna be sure that both of them are valid tree. Then I'm gonna check the value and then check that the right children and left children are the same. So that seems to make sense. Let me try to let me test the code with the examples input to make sure this works as intended. So first examples. So not P, not Q, they are false. It doesn't go there, it goes to the end. P dot val is the same as Q dot val, then we check the left and right are the same, so in the end we will return true. How about the left node? So left node 2 is the same, and we check that the child are now empty, so it goes into the first if case, which is not P correct and not Q is also correct, so that is handled correctly at the edge case level, which is good. And now we have for the second example, the root is the same, and then we check the left node. Left node for P is 2. So in this case, one of them is not a tree, and then it will return false. So in the end, it's not the same. Okay. Third examples, value is different. So that is also handled in the was return statement. So I guess this should work. Now let me try to run it in LeetCode to make sure our logic is correct. So if not P and not Q, this would be true. And if not P or not Q, return false. In the end, we return P dot val equals Q dot val, and the same tree we're gonna call it with self P dot right, Q dot right, and the same check we do it for the other children, which is the left one. Let me try to run it to make sure it is correct. Yes, we got it right. Trying to submit it. And yep, we got it right too. Now let's look at other people's sample submission. Yeah, I think we are pretty much doing the same thing. Okay, I guess I will end this video here. Thank you everyone for following.